Hi, I'm John. Nowadays, everyone tells me I'm naturally lean, but it's not true. In fact, I've been overweight with man boobs ever since I was 11. The happiest day of my life was when I found out that it wasn't my fault. I'm going to tell you my story because I'll bet you can relate to it. It doesn't matter how young or old you are or how big or small your man boobs are. Anyone who struggles with any form of man boobs will know what I'm talking about. And I will do more than just tell you my story. If you watch this video to the end, it won't be online for long. I will give you the solution I discovered to get rid of my man boobs and keep them off for good. Remember though, this video won't be up for long, so watch it now while you can. If you're like most guys, you've probably been racking your brains over this for years, or decades like me. Why do you not have a flat, masculine chest, even though it's your birthright as a man? I remember the first time I had to take my shirt off in public. I was in the 7th grade. We were in the locker room after football practice. Everyone had taken off their shirts before they'd entered the locker room. Everyone except me. Man boobs were rare back in the day, and I was the only one who had them. All the other guys had perfectly flat chests. Heck, even the fat guys had flat chests. Unfortunately, the guys had already seen my man boobs bouncing up and down on the field. It wasn't long before one of the guys, Pete, whose name I'll never forget, came up to me and started teasing me about my bitch tits. And soon enough, I was the laughing stock of the locker room. The kids at my school never took me seriously again. That day, I wanted to go home and do 1,000 push-ups. And you know what? I did, and I was so sore the next day that I couldn't go to school. But the real truth was that I was too embarrassed. For the next 30 years, I lived a life of misery. Maybe some of the following points sound familiar to you. I spent my summers indoors, so nobody would have to see me in a t-shirt. I avoided going to the beach while everyone else was out there having the time of their lives. I hardly ever went out because I lacked self-esteem. I was rejected time and time again by girls because they just didn't see me that way. They couldn't picture being with a guy with man boobs. And who could blame them? Thankfully, I'm not a guy who quits easy. For almost 30 years, I tried everything under the sun. I tried every different type of exercise you can think of. Weight training, powerlifting, cardio, Pilates, boxing, kickboxing, yoga. Do you want me to go on? I also tried every diet that was out there. In those years of mastering the art of diet and exercise, I mastered the art of losing weight. But the trouble was that when I lost weight, my man boobs were still there. So I decided to try taking pills and supplements. Being as crazy as I am, I tried every pill that offered any theoretical possibility of getting rid of man boobs. Even some that weren't strictly legal. I actually tried so many pills that I started to suffer from heart problems in my late 20s. Eventually, at 35, I managed to save up enough money for surgery. And you know what? The results weren't that great. My man boobs were a little smaller, but they were still there. My doctor told me it was post-surgical swelling. He told me it would go away in a few weeks, and yeah, you guessed it, it never did. 5 years after my surgery, I still had man boobs. On my 40th birthday, I decided to throw in the towel. I decided to give up. And you know what? That was the best thing I ever did. Now at 41, I'm a different person. I sport a trim, firm chest and a great set of abs as a bonus. I no longer have puffy nipples, and I am eager to take my shirt off in the sun, at the beach, or at the pool. So what happened after my 40th birthday? Well, I'll tell you what happened after I tell you what I did. I embraced the truth, the one truth that nobody will tell you about getting rid of man boobs. It'll blow your mind. The best exercise for losing man boobs is no chest exercise. Now, this may come as a surprise to you. There is a time and place for chest exercises done correctly, of course. But I saw my chest flatten out long before I did a single push-up or bench press, before I ever even thought about working my chest. Here's why this is the truth. If you focus too much on directly training your chest, you're just going to build the muscles underneath your man boobs. Now, that's great if you want bigger man boobs, but that's not what most of us want. Not only that, but direct chest exercises can push your body into a state of overtraining. When this happens, your body starts to really hold on to those man boobs. It feels worn out and makes you not want to work out. It can even increase your cravings for fattening, sugary foods. Now, maybe you've tried doing chest exercises, only to stop a few days or a few weeks later. I don't know, perhaps you tried some other methods that didn't quite work out for you. What I do know is that there's a better way to get the job done, and it's amazingly fast. Before I tell you, let me tell you another quick 30-second story about how some extra attention from women, once you have a flat masculine chest, can really boost your confidence. I was at a salsa bar a couple of weeks ago with 3 of my old school buddies. Like most guys in their 40s, these guys were pretty out of shape. And at one point we started talking to a group of hot young ladies. We were joking around with them, just having a good time, and out of nowhere, the hottest girl in the group comes up to me and says in a flirtatious voice, "Hey, you look like you've got an amazing body. I want to check it out." And then she just pulls up my t-shirt and starts running her hands over my chest. This made some of the other girls come over too. And for the first time in my life, I was the center of the party. And despite being a humble person, boy, did it feel good. And my college buddies, they were totally embarrassed because they didn't have what I did. In fact, 2 of them had man boobs, and the other had a huge belly hanging over his belt. Now, please don't get me wrong. I'm not boasting here. This doesn't happen to me all the time. But I can guarantee you from personal experience, you'll get a lot more attention from the ladies when you're sporting a broad, flat, masculine chest. In fact, in several recent surveys, women voted the chest as being the most appealing part of a man's body. They even voted the chest sexier than biceps or abs. Okay, so we've already mentioned how direct chest exercises can be one of the biggest time wasters, actually one of the least effective ways for getting rid of man boobs and getting that perfectly flat chest. So bear with me for a moment as I share with you 3 more powerful keys to getting the flat chest you want. Here they are. Number 1, exercising long and hard is not the key. It might help you to lose weight, but when it comes to losing man boobs, you need something more. I know a couple of guys with man boobs who can do over 1,000 push-ups all in one go. That's right, 1,000. Have you tried doing just 100? Most people can't do more than 20, so 1,000 push-ups is intense. But despite that, these guys still have their man boobs. Guys with man boobs do some crazy things. I know 4 guys that started competing in marathons to get rid of their man boobs, and 2 that became seasoned triathletes. And you know what? Reaching the pinnacle of fitness by competing in marathons and triathlons helped these guys to lose weight, but did not help them to lose their man boobs. If you want to lose your man boobs, it's crucial that you know that exercising long and hard is just not enough. The secret lies in exercising smart. It's about doing the right type of exercise, the type that signals your body to actively reduce the size of your breasts. And the good news is you don't have to do hours of boring cardio 3 or more days a week. In fact, you don't ever have to work out for longer than a few minutes at a time. Yeah, I know, it sounds like another gimmick, but I promise you it's not. These exercises stimulate the body's hormonal system, so your man boobs shrink, and you burn fat for the entire day after your workout. And don't worry, I'm going to give you the chance to access these unique workouts in just a couple of minutes from now. As a bonus, these exercises won't just help you lose your man boobs, they'll also help you to lose weight and get a killer body. Just to illustrate, I was at a beach wedding last summer. One of the guests, a guy, came up to me and said, "I run marathons, but you've got a better body than me. What's your secret?" You know what I told him? Stop running marathons. Number 2, there's more to losing man boobs than just weight loss. There's more to it than just cutting calories, eating healthy, exercising, or burning fat. Now, don't get me wrong, most guys with man boobs will lose their man boobs if they lose weight. But there's a problem with this approach. Let me explain. It's quite simple, really. We've all seen the fat guy that doesn't have man boobs. He might have a belly the size of a small planet, but his chest is as flat as a surfboard. You, however, are different from that guy. Whether you are fat or skinny, you have man boobs and he does not. Even a fat guy with man boobs has a different hormone profile and body chemistry than just a regular fat guy. Let the fat guy worry about weight loss while you focus on losing man boobs. The good news is, losing your man boobs will also help you to lose weight. Number 3, this is a really important one. It'll literally save you hundreds or thousands of dollars. Here it is. You do not need any of these bogus Gynecomastia pills that almost every shady website on the internet is trying to scam you with. Now, while there are supplements that really can help you in your goal for losing man boobs, The ones that are currently on the market, advertised specifically from losing man boobs, are a complete waste of your money. In almost every website on losing man boobs, you'll see ads and endorsements for these so-called chest fat burning pills. They do nothing but feed on your hope and hard-earned cash. They do not help you lose man boobs. If you look at the ingredients closely, you'll see that they only contain some metabolism-boosting ingredients that may help you a little with weight loss, but do nothing specifically for man boobs. So stay as far away as you can from these stimulant-based weight loss scams. The supplements that can help you are not advertised as Gynecomastia pills or even weight loss pills. They are extremely affordable, $5 to $6 a month, and can help you actively shrink your man boobs in a matter of weeks. Okay, so now that we've covered these 3 powerful keys on losing man boobs naturally, what is the absolute best method for losing those man boobs and getting that flat, chiseled chest that you want? Well, let me introduce you to my new friend. He's a professional man boobs expert, a certified fitness trainer, a sports scientist, and a certified nutrition specialist, Gary Davidson. Remember the story on my 40th birthday when I gave up and threw in the towel? I decided to move back to my hometown in Miami, where for the first time I took off my shirt, started to walk around topless, no longer giving a damn about what people would say about my man boobs. Gary saw me one day and approached me, a very courteous young man who somehow managed to comment on my man boobs without offending me. He told me I should see a doctor, as there may be some underlying disease. I told him I'd already done that. There was no disease, surgery didn't work, and there was nothing I could do. Gary then explained to me what he does and offered me a free consultation. I hesitated, but I took him up on his offer. Before long, I started to see changes in my chest that I'd never seen before. In 3 months, I lost 2 pounds of fat in total just from my man boobs. I also lost 7.5 pounds of fat from the rest of my body. 2 pounds of chest fat compared to 7.5 pounds of overall body fat. Considering how small the chest is compared to the rest of the body, that means that I was losing chest fat a hell of a lot quicker than fat from anywhere else in my body. It took me about 5 months before my chest was completely flat. Now I know you're thinking 5 months is a long time, but I was a special case, the most challenging in fact that Gary had ever faced. I met a lot of his other clients, and most got the results they wanted in just 8 weeks. Now, about Gary's methods. They are tried, tested, and proven not just by me, but by thousands of people, just like you and me. In fact, to date, over 154,000 people in 122 different countries have benefited from Gary's approach to losing man boobs. He has taken all of the approaches that worked for all of his clients and put them together in a quick guide that anyone can use to get rid of man boobs. Yes, even you. It's called How to Lose Man Boobs Naturally. It's straight to the point, and it works. Trust me, Gary's the real deal, and he helped me to finally get the flat chest that I always wanted. Gary's guide is literally the only program you will ever need to achieve that flat, masculine chest that you long to see in the bathroom mirror every morning. And the secret to keeping that look for the rest of your life. Not for days, not for weeks, but for decades. It goes beyond just the workouts, food, and lifestyle recommendations, and shows you how to train your mind into adopting a true fitness lifestyle too. So after you learn this stuff, you'll not have to struggle anymore with unhealthy eating patterns or motivation to work out. I'll take you inside Gary's program in just a minute in some detail, but first I wanted to share with you what some other people have experienced.
Hey guys, Tyler here. So I got Gary's book, How to Lose Man Boobs Naturally, about 7 months ago. And as you can see, let me get the camera down here. My chest is completely flat. It's like I saw my chest getting smaller. I did lose kind of a little bit of weight overall, but I saw my chest getting smaller quicker than any other part of my body, which is clear indication that things are working right away the way they're supposed to be. So, Gary, I can't thank you enough. Like I said, I was considering surgery, which is like in the ballpark of like $4,000 for this. So glad I didn't have to resort to that and the recovery time and scars and all that mess. So, again, Gary, thank you so much. Highly recommended. Gets my 2 thumbs up. So take care of this now, guys. You no longer have to be insecure. It's something that, I'm probably one of the best things I ever did for myself. So yeah, again, get it now. And that is the end of the video. Thank you for watching, guys, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.
For me, what I really liked about Gary's book, How to Lose Man Boobs Naturally, is that it's actually based on science, not some personal experience that may or may not have been based on fact in the first place. 11 weeks in, I've lost a ton of weight. I'm 171 pounds now. Originally, I was 210. Okay? The man boobs are gone, and my life is better altogether. I can wear a t-shirt without feeling a little bit insecure about, I mean, let's face it, having man boobs ain't cool. And on top of that, you know, being a young man and getting it all together and looking the way you're supposed to look can only help the nightlife. So check out Gary's book, How to Lose Man Boobs Naturally. Look, it can do nothing but help you. Check it out. It helped me.
I've had man boobs since I was early teen. It's always been a problem that I've had, and it's always been a big embarrassment in my life. And unfortunately, the weight loss just really didn't help. They were still there. I'd considered surgery, but you know, it was expensive and dangerous. So yeah, up until recently, I had no idea what I could do. I searched online and came across Gary's website, and he's got an ebook there, How to Lose Man Boobs Naturally. And you know, I tried everything else, so I really didn't think I had anything else to lose. So I was stuck with his plan for 5 weeks, and I actually did start to notice some dramatic changes. And yeah, everything's been awesome. So I owe Gary pretty much everything. I owe him my social life, at least. So thanks a lot, Gary. Your site's awesome. Thanks.
Now here are just a few of the unique things that I learned from Gary's program. On page 49, Gary goes into some specific food types that actively shrink man boobs. Now this goes beyond your typical eat your fruits and vegetables. Everyone knows that. These are some actual real man boob fighting foods, and some of them will shock you. From pages 58 to 62, I discovered the one biggest secret that no one will ever tell you about losing man boobs. It's more important than any workout or diet program. Believe it or not, if you master this, it will guarantee that you actually follow through and achieve your goal for losing man boobs. From pages 29 to 31, you'll learn about a whole new concept in man boob reduction. I guarantee you've never seen it in any other book or website. And yet, it is more powerful than diet, exercise, even your genes. Now, this is what's really cool. There's a whole section on foods that not only cause people to grow man boobs, but also make it impossible for you to lose your man boobs no matter what you try. Most people eat all of these foods almost every day. 2 in particular are actually seen as being healthy, so much that the doctors commonly recommend you consume them regularly. Gary explains to you on pages 43 to 48 why these foods actually make your man boobs bigger. Once you cut these foods out of your diet, it's amazing how quickly the man boobs shrink away. Throughout the book, on the 4 different chapters that cover exercise, Gary shows you how to think differently about your workouts. As I've mentioned, when it comes to losing man boobs, it isn't about how hard you work out or how long you work out for. It's all about working smart. It's about knowing what type of exercise actually helps you to lose man boobs. Before I met Gary, I had a personal record of 311 push-ups all in one go. I did 300 push-ups every morning for 8 months, followed by 2 hours of cardio. And guess what? My man boobs didn't move an inch. When Gary showed me his workouts, which had nothing to do with the chest, all I had to do was a few minutes of exercise, just 3 days per week, and I could see my man boobs starting to shrink in just 8 weeks. Anyway, Gary goes over this in some great detail in his book. On page 36, Gary tells you why working out too long and too hard can actually be bad for you and make it harder for you to lose those man boobs. Working out too long and hard and doing the wrong exercises are some of the reasons why some guys still have man boobs, even after they lose weight. On page 37 and page 41, Gary goes into all the gory details on when to work out, how long you should work out, how hard you should work out. He lays down the details on everything you need to know to get started. Now here's what's really great. You can get your hands on Gary's entire system on losing man boobs in just 30 seconds. Nothing's shipped to you, and you'll have instant access to everything almost instantly. Now, how cool is that? But there's more. For a limited time, Gary's going to give you some incredible free bonuses, along with his system on how to lose man boobs naturally. The first is the entire How to Lose Man Boobs Naturally audio series. Produced in a professional studio by renowned voiceover expert Ken Maxon, this audio series lets you listen to how to lose your man boobs naturally in your car, on your iPod, while jogging in the park, or on a treadmill. But really, that's nothing compared to Gary's second bonus. If you order through this video, as a favor to me, Gary will throw in his Ultimate Kettlebell Workouts DVD series. Now you're probably thinking, will kettlebells help me lose my man boobs? Hell yes! Russian scientists argue that the kettlebell offers the fastest route to overall physical development, faster than any other form of exercise. With the right kettlebell exercises, not only will you lose your man boobs, you'll also get stronger, leaner, fitter, faster, more muscular, more flexible, more agile. The list goes on. You'll lose your man boobs especially fast if you follow the exercises in DVD 1 of Gary's Ultimate Kettlebell Workouts DVD series. The final exercise in that DVD is a real killer. If any one exercise can blast away man boobs, it's that one. And guess what? You can only do this exercise with a kettlebell. This one exercise works every muscle in your body as well as your heart and lungs and your chest. Gary is currently selling his kettlebell DVD series for $47, but I want you to have it for free, simply because kettlebell training is so effective when it comes to losing man boobs. Now, Gary's entire package has the retail price tag of $97. But hold on, you're not going to pay $97. You're not even going to pay $57. Hey, you won't even pay half of $97. For a limited time only, and only through this video, you're going to get it all. The entire How to Lose Your Man Boobs Naturally program, the complete How to Lose Your Man Boobs Naturally audio series by Ken Maxon, and Gary's Ultimate Kettlebell Workouts DVD series for only $37. Can you believe it? You get it all for $37. That's cheaper than the price of the kettlebell DVDs alone. And if you're getting that perfectly flat chest in 8 weeks, then that's just 60 cents a day. That's cheaper than a cup of coffee or a chocolate bar. But that's not all. Gary is also throwing in his 8 weeks, no questions asked, hassle-free, ironclad, 100% money-back guarantee. If for whatever reason you are not absolutely delighted with your purchase, or for whatever reason, or no reason at all, you want your money back, you need only say so. And you get all your money back, every single penny. Now, when you get your own copy of Gary's How to Lose Man Boobs Naturally today, you're going to want to dive right in. The best exercise for losing man boobs on page 32, because you're going to start feeling more energy right off the bat from day one. Not only will your chest start to firm up, you're also going to watch your body fat burn off super fast, especially if you follow method 2 of the exercise on page 38. Combine this with just one of the foods that make your man boobs shrink, page 49, and you're going to notice that your nipples are less puffy and your chest feels lighter. Now, I'll tell you, that's an amazing feeling right there. It'll give you that boost you need as you look in the mirror and finally see your chest start to flatten out in almost no time at all. Think about it. No more flabby man boobs. No more perky or puffy nipples. No more hiding behind thick, dark, baggy clothes. Face it, clothes can sort of help hide your man boobs, but if you don't look good underneath, they can never make you look good no matter what you're wearing. When you lose your man boobs with Gary's system, you can finally wear whatever you want and still look great just 8 weeks from now. Picture how wonderful it's going to feel. And all you have to do to start feeling all this and get started right now is to take Gary up on his zero-risk offer. Just click the button below this video and it's all yours. Every bonus, every trick, every secret to getting rid of those man boobs and getting a flat, firm, masculine chest. And it's only $37. It's all without any risk. Click the button now and let's get started.